Hello, today we are going to talk about third chapter of this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which is titled as If You Don't Do This, You Are Headed for Trouble. Author started this chapter by mentioning the story of a man named Jim Farley. Despite very less formal education, the man by the time he was 46 managed to get into politics and soon became the chairman of Democratic National Committee of United States. He was once asked how he achieved all of this, and he said that I can call about 50,000 people by their first name. He knew average person is more interested in his or her own name than in all the other names on the earth put together. Remember that a person name and call it easily, and you have paid a subtle and very effective compliment, but forget it or misspell it and you have placed yourself at a sharp disadvantage. Author said most people don't remember names for the simple reason that they don't take time and energy necessary to concentrate and repeat and fix names indelibly in their minds. Author added, one of the first lessons a politician learns is this: to recall a vote's name is statesmanship, but to forget it, it's an oblivion. And if the person was someone of importance, Napoleon went to even further pains. As soon as His Royal Highness was alone, he wrote the name down on the piece of paper, looked at it, concentrated on it, fixed it securely in his mind, and then tore up the paper. This way he gained an eye impression of the name as well as an ear impression. The importance of remembering and using name is not only the right of kings and corporate leaders, it works for all of us. Author further gave example of a woman who worked behind a counter in cafeteria. She always had a scowl on her face. She had been making sandwiches for about 2 hours now, and the author was just another sandwich to her. Author asked her what he wanted, and then she weighted out the ham on a little scale. Then she put 1 leaf of lettuce, few potato chips, and handed them to author. The very next day author went through the same line. Woman had the same scowl, but this time author noticed her name tag, and he smiled and said, "Hello Eunice," and then told her what he wanted. Well, she forgot the scale this time, piled on the ham, gave him the 3 leaves of lettuce, heaped on the potato chips until they fell off the plate. We should be aware of the magic contained in a name and realize that this single item is wholly and completely owned by the person with whom we are dealing and nobody else. Name sets the individual apart and it makes him or her unique among others. From waitress to the senior executive, the name will work magic as we deal with others. The principle 3. Remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language.